We are back in Kenya for our next African green startup, and this time it's all about liquid gold. For this story, we introduce Stanley Ngeli, an information technology expert from Strathmore University in Kenya, who took his parents' humble passion and transformed it into a thriving full-time venture. But honestly, no one can introduce this story better than Stanley himself.
My name is Stanley Somba. I'm from the Republic of Kenya. My company is called Ngeli Foods, a business that produces organic bee products. We've been able to optimize the bees and also manage the productivity, and have reached 100 hives. And from the 20 hives, we're producing 30 kilos, and now the 100 hives are producing a ton per year.
What is it with honey, this so-called liquid gold? Well, it all starts with the soil, the land, the flowers, and of course, the bees. Bees play a crucial role in the balance of nature and in the food systems we depend on every single day. Yet behind every jar of honey are farmers dedicating their lives to this craft, often for very limited earnings. In Tanzania, we see how Swahili honey, together with Whole Foods Market, are helping empower local beekeepers and connect African honey to international markets. And in Kenya, Stanley Ngeli is building something similar in his own way. As an information technology expert, Stanley is not only focused on producing honey, he is turning his bee farming business into a data-driven agricultural technology company, combining sustainability, transparency, and traceability. But more importantly, he is willing to share that knowledge, not just to grow his own business, but to help other farmers and communities improve their products, quality standards, and opportunities. Using technology and data tracking, customers can trace where the honey comes from the flowers and regions to the journey of the bees themselves. Just scanning a bottle can tell a deeper story, and maybe that is where sustainability becomes real. Sometimes you do not even need a long debate about climate change. Nature already explains it clearly. Less trees means less flowers. Less flowers means less work for the bees. And less bees eventually affects the food systems all of us rely on. From a student to the founder of a growing agricultural technology venture, Stanley Ngeli and Ngeli Foods are showing how transparency, sustainability, and local entrepreneurship can work together. And we also could not leave the Queen herself out of this story. Because honestly, if protecting bees, supporting farmers, and building African innovation is not worth applause, what is? On their website, international shipping is already possible, showing how African-made products are increasingly reaching global consumers directly. And maybe knowing exactly where your honey comes from seems like a small step, but small steps can have profound consequences. Thank you for watching Green Africa Weekly. Footage in this episode was sourced from CGTN, Reuters, Al Jazeera, DW, First Post, and others under fair use. We're here to bring a fresh perspective on Africa's green and economic development. See you next week.